Hey, let's talk about this. Are you somebody that admire intellectual? Are you somebody that feel that those that work hard deserve their due wage? Are you somebody that feel that those that's vulnerable ones should be recognized in things they do? If you are the type, this gentleman that I want to talk about is somebody that will interest you so much. He may be somebody from Africa, but his work and the nature of the place he's working deserve to be recognized. He's no other person than Chief Mr. Sir Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor. This gentleman is the representative or the senior counsel to Mazi Nnamdi Okwu Kanu, the founder of IPOB. These are some people that we have not seen their heroes, but they are heroes. It's people that we sometimes we overshadow and overlooked, but the gentleman and the young man IQ should not be overlooked. We have known that a lot of great people, a lot of people of intellectual have, do magnificent things in this world. We have seen a lot of them being awarded a Nobel Prize, various in science, in literature, in astrology, history, a lot of them in research. A lot of them have done so much in, with the world treasure people's IQ. And that IQ is something that we're about to unleash here. So the barrister in question is somebody that the world have. I'm not sure if they have taken the time to study the gentleman. I know we may think that he's just a lawyer in Nigeria, but you have to think about the hostility, the pressure, the situation at hand that makes this man a very unique person. This man have gone through things that many of us will see and drop. And this man is something that you don't think that he's doing the job because he loves it. And his love for humanity should be recognized by the Nobel Prize award givers or the Nobel Prize chairman or those that vote for Nobel Prize. So many of us like see this guy and overlook him, but we refuse to look on the vital aspect of his work, what he's actually doing, not just the so-called, not just to look at him as just a lawyer, but we have to see his obedience, his diligence, his diligence, his humbleness, his loyalty, the way he's behaved, the way he took himself. This very guy has been Nnamdi Kanu, the IPOP leader, that has been held in DSS custody for quite some time. You guys know the story that this very guy was kidnapped in Kenya and brought back in Nigeria without any clue. Just as it has been narrated here, guys, you saw one of the legal counsel just narrate what happened briefly, like you guys just read here. This is just what happened. So,
it is prohibited within the framework of municipal and international laws. And those international laws, Nigeria is a state party. Nigeria herself has an Extradition Act. If you rendition somebody from the Federal Republic of Nigeria to a foreign nation, you've broken the laws of the Federation of Nigeria. What is that special feature that drove Nigerian government to the eyebars of breaking her own laws, the laws of Kenya and international law?
Since then, the case have been nagging in courts and no authentic results have been coming out. But I want to look onto the lawyer. We take a look at the lawyer. We look at his biography a bit, and we see the person of that Sir Chief Bar Ifeanyi Ejiofor. Why I say this? Remember, he's a knight. He's also a devoted Christian. When you look at some of his posts, he will post God this. When you say Umuchuku means that the sons of God. This is something that uncalled for. You don't get too much from lawyers, because lawyers actually believe that they can win any case, they can turn any case. Law is it's actually my favorite cause, because when a lawyer win a case, a case to do with articulation, a case that you strike your mind, once you won the case, you feel a kind of fulfillment, joy, irrespective of how the crime goes. But if you are able to defend your crime and win the case, it's all right. So the guy have taken off Nnamdi Kanu's case. Since he took up this case, he has not looked back. He always off there trying to do the best for this bloke called Nnamdi Kanu. I respect him even when he stepped down to allow Mike to take some vital part of the
the case. It's not easy for a lawyer to do. Some lawyer may say, no, I will hang in there because at the end of the day, if I have to win this case, it will bring me higher, not only to Nigeria, international. But what did he do? He stepped down and said this man should take over some part of this case and I will still remain as the counsel in this area. That tells you loyalty, humbleness, and diligence in your case, in doing things. This guy, I'm telling you today, deserves international recognition. I don't know how the legal aspect do their things. I know the medical teams normally, give award to their men that did exceptionally well in the field of medicine. I am calling the international community that this guy deserves more than award because the hostility of Nigerian court system, the hostility of Nigerian government parading militaries, soldiers, the secret service to threaten lawyers is beyond measure. If these guys for years can still stand without shivering, without waving, even when the government went to his house and destroyed his hometown house, kill some people, he still remain how he is, standing for his client, trying to make sure that his client have the fair trials and his client have justice. It's not an easy thing.
This is exactly the orifte. This is exactly the situation that Nigerian police left our Barrister Ejiofor's compound. This is all the buildings that led to his place. You can see how they left it. This is a confirmation of what is happening now in his place. All the whole shops, all the whole building has been burned down by Nigerian forces.
He deserves recognition. I've looked at, he doesn't know me. One thing is that he doesn't know me. And I don't know him personally, but I've been reading some of his posts. I've been listening to some of his news interview. I've been watching him when he come out from the court, the way he defend himself, the way he structured himself, the way he replied to, his fans is somebody who has multitude of followers. And when you have multitude of followers and the leader have been attacked, there will be a lot of side talking, maybe gossip, that you have been sold off, that you have been taking bribe, because people may not see the way the lawyers see things. But you know what? He stands strong and continue to defend his client and ask people to decide, to take away, to abstain from accusing lawyer when they have no authentic evidence to prove that. He's not shying away from criticism, but he told you that you should not accuse him when you don't have evidence to prove that what you are saying is true. That's just a defamation of character. He's a lawyer doing his job, and he is doing it faithfully. So that's why when I look at him now, I just saw what he did again, buying a car to one of his workers. Who happened? Maybe it's not even, they don't share even the same. He may not actually try to recognize this guy because these guys are like opposites of what he's, fighting for. But you know what? He's a lawyer. He's there for his job. When you get him paid, he will do the job to the best of his strength for you. That's why I'm calling on international community that Ifeanyi Ejiofor deserve a world recognition. He deserved it. He deserved it. He has, experienced test of time. It's not easy. Bruce came to Nigeria. He saw how the law system work in Nigeria. He saw how they never allow you to enter the court. He saw how the government are intimidating. How they are trying to bribe you.
Guys, obviously, I don't think we are going to continue with this court. Most likely, we're going to take it off from there because the court, by virtue of what transpired today, I don't think we still have implicit confidence in the ability of the court to deliver justice in this case.
Yeah, if I could just interject, could I apologize here? I say my name is Bruce Fine. I'm Nnamdi Kanu's international lawyer. I'm from the United States. Today was the 5th time I was told I could not enter the courtroom, despite the court's previous order that Nnamdi could have access to any 3 persons he wanted to. I actually had a chance to talk briefly to him on the way to the courtroom. It's clear 5 times that they are targeting me in particular. That's the reason why this proceeding did not transpire today. And I'm here to tell the Nigerians and the international community, I'm taking this now to international tribunals. It's clear that the Nigerian tribunals are compromised.
But this very man, he stand. I'm giving him credit. He was, he's exceptional. I give him so much credit. I respect this guy, and I believe that he deserves world recognition. I'm calling on, I don't know what body that guides legal aspect of, firm in the world, Nigeria and so on. This guy actually deserves to be on top there, where they have the ICC, the International Criminal Court. He's supposed to be there because this guy have proved himself. Not only he's not somebody who goes and take bribe and forgot the case of his client. He has been there doing a great job. I don't know, lawyers, they can tell you truth depends how you say it, because lawyer, when they say truth, they will argue and put you away from the truth. I'm not going there, but this is true. We need to recognize this Ifeanyi Ejiofor. I have taken some time to, to dig deep and get some few biography of him, so I can put it out to the world. He's a reachable guy. I think you can reach him out, and you can, reach him out and hear from him. I think the world deserves to know this very man called Ifeanyi Ejiofor. The world deserves him. Not only that he is a man that representing a very strong organization called IPOB, he representing them with an unapologetic, but he is a man that shows his loyalty remains for his client. He's not a man that that exposes his client maybe because he took a bribe, or maybe because the government promised to give him a lot of things, maybe house or vacation or whatever he need. Nigerian government is ready to do that for him, but this man refused to jeopardize that case. He keeps standing. He keeps making sure that Nnamdi Kanu have a fair go. Even when he goes there, remember when they arrested Nnamdi Kanu, knew it wasn't easy for this guy to go and see Nnamdi Kanu. He was brutalized. He was stripped naked. They stripped these guys naked to make sure that they don't have any secret divers going to see Nnamdi Kanu. They turn him away. They do a lot of things in order to discourage this barrister. But he keep going. He keep doing that. He keep believing that he will one day rescue the life of this gentleman that he believes is fighting a worthy cause. It's not too many people that can stand this. I know people comes and they look at him. They look at him, they just say, oh yeah. But it's not an easy thing. He deserves an award. And that award, we want international community to recognize Ifeanyi. We want him to be up there. My friends, my brothers and sisters, wherever you watch this program today, please share this program. Tag the United Nations. Tag the IEC. Tag everybody that represents law in the world, in Nigeria, in Africa. This guy deserves a huge award. If you want to know how this guy deserves and merit this award, look at the Nigerian legal system. See how they threaten people. Nigerian government may come to your house overnight and kill you. I don't know how many attempts they have tried to assassinate this guy, but it didn't work for them. So guys, in doing this thing, these are people that we need to preserve in this world. We need to preserve them. We need to make sure that they stand the test of time. We need to make sure that we as human give them our own necessary protection and allow God to do the remaining. I must also said in this, it's not easy for his family, his wife and his children, because it's a challenging job, it's a taxing job, it's a mental job, it's a threatening job. That whenever he comes home, his wife and his children, they will be scared of their dad's life and their husband's life. They will be scared. They don't know if he's going to come back the day he will go there to visit his client. They don't know if he's going to come back after his court case. They don't know if that night will be the last they will say, I love you. But what? He keep going. So that's why I call the international community, every meaningful Nigeria, to give this guy a lift of hand, because he have done so exceptional. To me, he is the best lawyer that Africa have ever produced. Don't neglect this guy. He is one of the best lawyers that Africa have ever produced. You see what? He stepped down. He knows his limitation. He told you that this man, Mike, is the guy that will take over Suso place. When he reached his limit there, he told you who will take. And also, listen, it's not somebody who take credit on his own alone. Everything he will give credit to his workers, those that prepare the legal team, those that read court procedures, those that come up with idea. He always reference them in his speech, in his statement, in his write-up. He referenced them. Look at what he did. When he gave this guy, Habina, when he gave him a car, he actually said that this guy, he's vital in the case of IPOB. He made it clear Tell you guys that this. So maybe we say it's a not. Why will you give him? No, no, no. He doesn't care about that. He tells you everybody. He said this guy have worked with me. He's a lawyer. He's a lawyer barrister. And he actually expressed the guy love for humanity, which I so much appreciate. I believe people that work with this man having the same mentality, they will go places. So by Ifeanyi Ejiofor, I so much say that you keep doing what you are doing, and I believe that not only Nigeria, the world will give you, a channel to be a visiting, professor or a visiting lawyer to their law firm to encourage the next generation of lawyers. I believe that if Nigeria is a country, they will not only see you as an IPOB lawyer, they will see you as a channel to train next generation strong legal team. Because of your resistance, because of your loyalty, because of your teachable, and because of your cooperation. And this is something that makes you a good leader. We need to utilize this brain. That's why people say Biafran this, Biafran that. But you need to begin to look at your people and begin to utilize their brain. You see what they have, the resources they have. You shouldn't let them go free. Somebody like Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor deserve to visit universities to talk to the new lawyers, the new generation legal team. He needs to have a position to lecture in a university, maybe once in a month, once in 3 months. His voice needs to be reached out to the next generation in order for them to know what law is all about, to know the risk, to know the pleasure, and to know their limitation. I hope this thing will reach people, not only to Ifeanyi Ejiofor. I hope this will reach to schools, universities that try to train the next generation lawyers. I hope this will reach international community to have a time to dig deep on Ifeanyi Ejiofor, and I hope this will reach to Africa entirely as a whole, to bring people like this into their court forum where leaders are being judged, because these men cannot easily be compromised. They will always stand there to defend what they believe is true for humanity. Thank you for watching, and thank you for watching. Barrister, Sir, Chief Ifeanyi Ejiofor. Well done, and keep doing what you're doing. Law Obi, feature you. Mr. Chief, Sir, by Ifeanyi Ejiofor, because your job is not an easy job, but you have proven with time that you are doing this job genuinely from your heart. It's not all about the money, it's not about the person, but for your love for humanity. And that's what makes people, you have to learn things from this guy. If you're doing something that you really love, you will take your whole heart to do it, irrespective of the bribe, irrespective of the challenges. You will stand in what you believe, in the truth.
Obviously, the world have experienced a lot of great intellectual and people who have done a lot of things for humanity, both those literature, science, astrologies, and a lot of discovering those that have solved some of the unanswered questions in our planet. That prize for them called Nobel Prize. I always waited for them, and we are recognized for their handwork, what they do. The young lady who works in Pakistan, the Myanmar, Aung Suu Kyi, a lot of them have been recognized. Nelson Mandela, Kofi Annan, these people are great men who have been recognized in their great work for humanity in various disciplines. And obviously, if you are somebody who also admire intellectual and love the work of humanity, those that bring up their hearts in loyalty, in humbleness to work for humanity, irrespective of danger they face, irrespective of what it costs their life to do that. But because of their love to see that humanity have the best of the best, they continue to do that. You admire this man that I'm Chief, Mr. Sir, Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor.